welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your 2026 New Orleans Saints.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And here we go from New Orleans. Has this at the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They'll be led out by the Louisville products. I know those folks are excited for him, as are the folks from Texas Tech and Oregon. Here's Tyler Shuck.
Kate, it's really obvious. Tyler has nothing to prove about his dedication to the game. And he put his body on the line collegiately. He got that covered across a 7-year career in a couple different stops. Evaluators, they love grit. And Tyler's got a lot of it.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They go right back to Etienne. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. And we'll pause here for an injured Saints player. Looks like he's pretty shaken up. They'll get someone out to look at him. All set to go now from the 35. This is Alvin Kamara with it. He dodged the tackle. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. On second down, it's Etienne. And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the red zone now. It is cut left side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Shuck now from the gun. Throws caught. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. On play action, here's Shuck. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on second and goal. Shuck working from the gun. Gets it to Juwan Johnson. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
A gain of 9.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Shuck now on third and goal. And that is incomplete. They tried for the end zone, but no luck yet, Brock. That forces fourth and goal.
Incomplete.
Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Smith able to put it through. And they were able to convert despite that errant snap.
How well they were eating up yards and first downs. You know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Dylan Lowby on the return. Escapes the defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To throw here on first down. Finds him on the crossing route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A pickup of 17. And that's a Vegas first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They go play action on first down. That's Mayer. He's got it. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Quincy Riley up to make that stop. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Throw right side, finds Besh. And they're going to give him the 24-yard line. He stopped a step short of that first down marker.
Jack Besh. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. And they're going to run for the first time now with the rookie from Boise State. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the Stix.
Raiders first down.
Might be a sign of which way they're going to lean in clutch spots moving forward, partner. Early test on 3rd down, and they chose to run for that first.
Yeah, no question that just infuses your confidence big time offensively. When you can run it in that situation and move the chains, yeah, they'll do it again.
Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. There's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
This is Genty on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders want up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is Etienne. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. This New Orleans offense ready up for its second drive of the contest. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Sharp with a quick toss out wide. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
New set of downs from 37. Running back motions right. Here's Shot, 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the
And that right there is about the
47-yard
best you could
line.
hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Here's ETN on first down. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. ETN again. And second down only works out for a yard. So they'll get to scheme about this third down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. It's an early lead for the Raiders. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've been moving it well, but face a third down here. It's complete. This is Olave. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All set now. First and 10. Running behind center with Kamara. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. One of the tight ends motions right. Inside handoff goes to ETN. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
All right, they need 7 here on third down on what is the 9th play of this drive. They'll air it out on third. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. Smith able to put it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here's Derink Young to return this. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Raiders and their quarterback ready to take over once again. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Sent out of bounds after a pickup of 6. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Genty from the gun. Jukes away from one. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
That's good.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Back to Genty. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. We've set it downs from 37. First down, and they go right back to him. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
4 yards. That's another Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Another give here to Genty. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, you got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
This time it's a passing play. It's a screen play to Genty. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Down by Besh, left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Gay's kick is good. Despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is Etienne. He dodged the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Saints, stem running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Shuck. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the gun, Etienne gets it. Dropped for the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Taken down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Raiders and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to win a game.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Giving this to Genty. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
That's another Raiders 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Tried getting that one to Jack Bench. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. find Jack Besh on that throw. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. The Saints are going to take over now near the end of the half. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the second quarter, but that is enough time to get a drive together. First call here coming from the shotgun. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. Working a couple of yards past the line. With Kobe Dean in on the tackle. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first.
Brings up second.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Pistol snap here to Shuck. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans.
That's good.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Shuck working from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Shuck now from the gun. It is cut left side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They've got first down here from the 36. Shuck's going to throw here. Connection made. Travis Etienne. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Look underneath here for Etienne. And he's not going to get the first. Made it real close, though. Didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5. 3rd down coming up. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Raiders with an extra DB out there. 3rd down. He'll throw it. He's throwing this all the way for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our 2 teams here no doubt made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our 3rd quarter. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Laube with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the third quarter. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. This is caught. That's Bowers working downfield. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns, too, just like he showed off.
Gay to add the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11.
Saints 6.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is Etienne. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Etienne. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
25-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Off the play action, Chuck. Finds him on the crossing route. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Nickel set here from the Raiders, 3rd down. Back to throw, Shuck. It's on target to Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They kick the running back in motion. Shuck now on 1st down. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
39-yard line.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Counter give to Etienne. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by Quay Walker.
taken down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Raiders with an extra DB out there. Third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone landed on top of that one.
It's fourth down.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. They're going to try and throw it here. He keeps it and takes off. He's across the 35. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
So first down from the 41. Looking to throw here. It's his running back. He's forced that bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. They'll go play action. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Pass play now. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Jack Besh on that throw. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Saints come marching onto the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
First and 10 from the 32. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Shuck to throw. The throw left side finds Johnson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Shuck to throw. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And he has a massive gain in style, sliding in safely after a tremendous pickup.
It's a gain of
wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Shuck on 3rd down. Got a man, Vele has it. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Shuck with a quick toss out wide. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
A loss of 2.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
Motioning left is Olave. To throw again here, it's Shuck. Run is caught. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Shuck running the sneak. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run, ETN. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Throwing, Shuck. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints shave some off the deficit late in the quarter.
What a great moment to celebrate and possibly educate this rookie as well, Kate. That's just tremendous effort. He shows off the speed that he has. But they'll go look at those tablets. They'll figure out if there was somewhere to throw it. But he showed you right there when there's not, well, this kid can run.
So the offense stays out. Kellen Moore making the call to go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the
They want to run it across. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
Raiders 17.
Well, I know we normally look
Saints
for where
12.
the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Young on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard
The
line.
Raiders take over.
The
first
Raiders and
10
running back Ashton
at their
Genty
own
headed back out there.
27-yard line.
And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense more good numbers well into this second half. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Grabbed by Bash, left side. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a gain of 22. That's a Vegas first down.
And the Las Vegas first.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Raiders' ball, a chance at a win if they can hang on to this lead. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun give here to Genty. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Chase Young.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing from the gun. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen.
Las Vegas
I've seen it
first
once. I've seen it
down.
100 times.
A gain
Next
of
week on the
14.
practice field, this running back's going to say,
First down,
see,
Raiders.
I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Straight ahead with Genty. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
Brought down at
Well, that
the
doesn't net a
30-yard
first
line.
down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. He'll call his own number. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch him behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. Completed over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
That's another Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
You You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another Raiders first down.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Now pressure coming. To the end zone, but incomplete. Didn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Oh, and quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
A loss of 6 yards.
Bend.
It's
Even good
down
defenses,
and
great
goal.
defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders push the lead up to 12.
24, Saints 12.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
First down now, ball at the 33. Shot working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. Rolling left, buying some time, and he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. But a short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throw here, 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You
incomplete.
never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Throwing from the gun here. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion. But they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
On the red zone now. He completes it in traffic. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
Raiders first down. First down, Las Vegas.
Here's Jensen. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there.
Touchdown, Las
Well, this
Vegas.
machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Gay to add the extra point.
For the point after.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders go up by 19.
Raiders 31, Saints 12.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. This makes it up to the 25.
The Saints take over first.
Here comes the Saints offense. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Chuck now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
That's 16 on the pickup.
And
That's good for a Saints first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. Shock looking to pass here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's a gain of 8.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning. So first down from the 41. Now the give to Laube. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 34-yard line.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Genty from the gun. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And a Raider first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Going to the ground again on first. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be, but even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home, but what's important now is learning from this defeat, hitting the film room, hitting the weights, making sure this doesn't happen again. Don't let this loss beat you twice.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.